have arrived at last. Welcome to the Gardens of Issa, home of the Summer Court and the warm heart of the Feylands. I know you had hoped to speak with the High King, but our seers sense a danger pursuing you. Naturally, we cannot allow such threats to be brought into the High Court, perhaps once you have dealt with your own unfinished business. High King Titarian is Lord of the Summerfey, the font of all our wisdom, and first amongst the immortals. And since Godflow tragically murdered the High King of the Winter Court, Titarian is the greatest and last true leader left of our kind. The sapling of the World Tree bears centuries of great wisdom. Of course, long-lived as Nirlam is, it is still regrettably mortal. Even all greatest mortal wisdom cannot compare to the perspective given by true agelessness. Begging your pardon, of course. We are the Summer Court, the very embodiments of courage, honor, and all things bright and proud. Some envious few in the Winter Court would call us arrogant and self-righteous, as well as all manner of other epithets. But remember, we are the ones who stayed true to tradition, while they turned to barbarism. The Tuatha find new recruits from our ranks. The ranks of the Fae were not always sullied by the presence of anything so coarse as the Tuatha. Once, the Summer and Winter Courts existed in harmony. But Godflow perverted the Winter Court with talk of his new god, and from that poison, the Tuatha arose. Too many mortals misunderstand the Winter Court. Our cold cousins are not evil, but merely evoke the darker truths of nature, from subtlety to decay. Perhaps it makes sense that children of dust are put off by those who embody their inevitable death, but it is regrettable that so many are misunderstood. Truly a place of wonder, as it has always been and always shall be. Here springs the life well of Dalantarth,
So they like
and
to
the
play with
greater
our dead
Feylands
bodies,
in
huh?
all directions. It is a pity that some of our kind have fallen to such degenerative states, but we cannot shed a tear for their weakness.
So what am I supposed to do now?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good day. Can't pick up all these. Interesting. There's a lot of buffs. Is she? They're all probably gonna go away before I even get into a battle. Ooh, excuse me. No, wrong way.
Ah, Dustling, it's you. Oh, excellent. Another... Oh, a mortal. I don't think I could... Well, perhaps I might. Yes, of course. Why not? You, Dustling, how would you like to make some of your shiny, bright metal? What's it called? Ah, yes, gold. How would you like some of that? My role is with the Hall of Appointments, to prepare visiting ambassadors and dignitaries to meet with the Court of Summer. Right now, there are 4 terrible, regal lords and ladies that wish to see High King Titarian, but they are a fickle lot and require extra, handling. They must enter the font in a procession, but each has his or her own preferences, and I can't afford to offend any of them. Wonderful.
Don't know what that
That's
means,
one
but
less
we'll help.
aggravation that demands my concern. Thank you, mortal. The dignitaries have been seen about the gardens, enjoying its many splendors. I will remain here and await your advice.
Oh, you just want to go ask them certain questions.
Goodbye.
I prefer to play at night.
Why, hello. I am Viscount Setter the Allseer. Are you from the Hall of Appointments? Order? I care nothing for order. It is the others who insist on such foolishness and frippery. However, if you are the one who determines such things, may I ask that you place me behind the warlord Wenery? I enjoy watching her backside travel.
Alrighty then.
It would be best if Garnet trails far behind Great Huntress Hartwin. Once at each other's throats, those two are difficult to tear apart. Always a pleasure. I am at your service, fleshy master.
Fleshy master. Ye old fleshy master. That's my name.
What is it?
What's it?
You feel it, don't you? The font's waning flow. You are intimate with the ways of magic. You're like me, youngling. You see the end. Of the gardens of Issa? Of the summer court? Why, this crystal war may be the end of all Fae. I know because I am Nomeron, master of the font, the wellspring of all summer court magic. I've seen it flow at its highest, but I've never seen it so dry. Something must be done before all this city withers into nothingness. The font is the source of all summer court magic. It has flowed through this mountainside since our kind sprang up from the dirt. That flow has waned in recent days. It's unnatural, even as the magic in the world grows. The Fae, it seems, will wither. The font's flow is controlled from the Lyceum Grove down below. We must open the root system and allow more water through. However, the magic that regulates this flow can only be used by some. It's protected by a ward known as the Waterlock. It can only be opened by one who carries drops from each of the 5 sacred pools surrounding Issa. Collect these drops, and you can break the Waterlock. Goodbye.
Interesting. We're not going to do that right now, though, because we got other quests we're working on.
I am the great huntress Hartwin, and you are not allowed on the trellis. What brings you here, beautiful? How quaint. Well, I am the most respected and most deserved to lead. Besides, I detest that harlot, Warlord Winry. So it is only right I meet the High King before her. Not only must I be in front of Warlord Winry, but I must also lead Lord Setter, the old lecher. Serves him
Remember all
right
this?
for all his past leering. The pleasure was all mine, child of the dust.
So many,
Goodbye.
like... I gotta go talk to 2 more of them? Boo.
May the cycle keep you.
Nobody's keeping me. Can't keep me. I'm unkeepable. Guess we'll go north and then south.
If you're looking to drown your worries at the bottom of a bottle, this is the place for you. I'm Gertern Asker, and this is my establishment. But if you're looking for the
You look
Victor's
like a
Brew,
heavy
we
drinker.
don't sell that in Asker's Alley, and you'll have to take your business elsewhere. It's the most popular drink in Amalur, at least it is now. My Asker's Ale used to be the preferred beverage, but every day brings more cancelled orders. My brother and I are working on a new drink, but it requires something special. Wait a
The
minute.
blood of a virgin.
Maybe you could help. If you do, I could see to it that the merchants in Issa treat you well. So here's what we're thinking. Bring back our grandmother's favorite Asker's Draft, a classic. The recipe calls for bristletongue seeds, and if you're talking rare ingredients, bristletongue tops the list. It's worthless for potions, but tastes fabulous. The problem is that the Fae control the use of bristletongue, as it's a product of the Font's waters. Talk to Jackson, their apothecary. He can probably get it for us. He spends his time in the Lyceum Grove in the Understyle section of town. He's an odd duck, always crafting new tonics. Some advice? Don't drink any.
Heard.
See you soon.
What could you possibly want from me? I am Warlord Wenery, Lady of the Red Sands. I am not to be disturbed.
I will kill you, lady.
I am not petty, but I have limits, as do we all. I know I should lead the formation because of my position, but other, more tender individuals will insist otherwise. Whatever you do, do not make me walk behind the High Fae Mage Goronet. How shall I put this? He has an odor. If you value this position, you will make sure Lord Setter is not behind Huntress Hartwin. She finds him despicable, as do I. Of course. But see that it doesn't happen again.
Could probably murder her in a one-on-one fight. Let's go. She don't want none. I mean, I guess while I'm here. Huh, okay, let's just loop all the way around. Good to know. What's this one?
Another steward? When did the Gardens of Issa become such a teeming pot of nonsense? What is it? Me? Well, my seniority dictates that I should be leading this procession, but my lame leg prevents me from taking my rightful place. I should bring up the rear. I will make it to Tartarean's throne, even if I have to crawl.
Alright. Do we remember all that?
So, you're done. A right group of snakes, eh? So, any insight into how I should present them so as not to tug their writhing tails? It's good that someone does. Go on. Let's line up these backstabbing serpents.
Nice.
Yes, yes. Of course. And then? All right. Next. Yes, yes. Excellent. That's a perfect order for these fools. Saves me the trouble of talking to them. Thank you. Farewell.
1,300 gold for that? That's it? Come on now. You can pay me better than that. I know I have a disease. Leave me alone.
The Maid, convinced of Olane's threat, agreed to free the town. The people offered thanks and praise, and quietly she went her ways. Once the ill were brought to health, and the villain had fallen by, good Olane returned to mortal ground, and gifted them with magic found.
And now you know. It was Man Bear Pig.
Yes? Oh, a mortal in the understyle. This is indeed a treat. Come closer. I seldom see one of your kind so far from Felltown. Bristletongue? My, that would be something. A mockingbird with the font's only yield. Of course I will tell you where it is. What would be the fun in refusing? But before I do that, you need to offer me something. Isn't that how you mortals act? One deed for another? As steward of tinctures and elixirs, I often dabble in alchemy, especially with the water from the font. And I need you to drink this potion. Good. I will know what this does to the mortal constitution. Go on, big gulps now. None of that sipping.
And I die. As the darkness fades from your vision, you recall Jackson's last word. He mentioned something about the growing in the garden high on the font. Unfortunately, your memory of his instructions is blur as your head begins to pound. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's go back to the quest we were doing. Oh. That is the quest we're doing.
Welcome.
You've done well, Child of the Dust. Those below will never know what is really happening. But in the end, is this a part of the many seasons or the sudden tempest? Does hiding the rot not spoil the harvest, no? Take this. You're brave. Perhaps we will meet again. Goodbye, my friend.
I'm not stealing items. People might not kill me, but they have a lot of quests. And quest is what I'm here for.
May the cycle keep you.
Talk to me about my cycle. Jeez. Personal.
Walk away, mortal.
Hush your mouth. I will slit your throat. You'll never know about it. Violence is not the way until I need to slit your throat. This is the way of the Fae. This is the way.
Mortals must stay.
You've got the seeds! Now we'll see if the Victor's Brew can stand up to a new challenger. I'll have a batch of Aska's draft ready before the week is out. Take this, friend. And like I promised, the merchants here will give you a discount. You've got a home here in the alley for as long as you like. Come back again.
What if I don't like it? Alright, let's level up. Shall we? So I currently can't get any more blacksmithing. Eh. Oh, excuse me. I mean, what do we want? I guess alchemy. Let's go alchemy. We were investing a lot into magic. Scepter staff, arcane weaponry, we don't care about any of that. So that's chakram. Active Spear Protection creates magical barrier that blocks percentage damage from. That's neat. Mark of Flame. Tap the button to tag your targets with the magical mark. Press and hold the button to detonate. I mean, that's nice too. Actually, 10%, yeah. What's next level? 13%? That's pretty good. Oops. Right now I got Seeker, which is 777. Ooh. Yeah. Disciple, don't care much about that. Yeah, we'll go Wayfarer. It's a 3% increase. Yep. Some of this, some of that. Magic costs less, which is always nice. Alright. Let's see what this quest is real quick. There's a blacksmith. Why can't I talk to you?
I hope you're here about the job. Demand is higher than ever. I'm just too busy to deal with anything else. Making a fortune is what? These visitors come with obscene amounts of gold or treasure. They don't mind parting with it. My plan was brilliant. I created a blade, Fey blade, of course, that makes them authentic, something all of them had to have. That's all they care about anyway, Fey souvenirs. I called it the Honor brand. Truth be told, it's dull as a stick, but it's easy to make. Listen, if you can find the parts and make them, I'll pay good money. Fabulous, fabulous! You know a good deal when you see it. There aren't enough people like you in Issa. The Fae don't even use money. Can you imagine? Once you start forging the honor brands, bring them to me and I'll provide you with just compensation. There should be plenty of parts around the city. For creatures with no interest in possessions, they sure know how to collect a fair amount of junk. Don't keep me waiting too long.
Quest. Oh. quest would this be? Oh.
Mortals must stay together.
Come! Doesn't look like you've had any luck. Forge me an honor brand and I'll do my best to make it worth your time. It's you and me, friend.
I guess let's go in here and try to make one. What's up, man? How are you? I'm not sure where I'm supposed to make these Fey blades at. How's Pathfinder going?
Doesn't look like you've had any luck. Forge me an honor brand and I'll do my best to make it worth your time. Sure. You want to know about me? It's understandable. You want to know who you're going into business with. A wise move.
He's nice.
Very wise. My mother was a merchant in Rathir, and I learned the trade at her side. I took the apprenticeship with Gwenna Hand mostly to get me into Issa.
Y'all playing any
Now
Among
I'm
Us
on
tonight?
my own.
Yeah, work stuff's never fun.
Bring me something nice.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go to make these.
There's always a festival in Felltown.
Oh. Fantasy football's always fun. I haven't kept up with much this year, so I wouldn't even know who to draft. Funny, I got y'all to start playing TFT, and I haven't like touched it since. But that's one of my issues. I jump around too much. Yeah, I mean, it's not and it is. Some people get invested in a game and then you're not playing that game anymore, so it makes them frustrated. They don't know when you're playing it. I guess it's more of making a schedule than anything. exactly? Oh, that's a long trip. Guess we're just taking the road all the way around. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. As my title says, this is my Baldur's Gate 3 waiting room. I'm just waiting. If I finish this by then, I'll be happy. If not, it will be sitting there waiting for me. I also have Assassin's Creed Valhalla in November. Since I got it for free. And it looks good. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed since like Assassin's Creed 3, so I assume this is just a thresh sitting up here. Yeah. Well, now that I have a decent PC, there's a lot of games I just want to get. You stupid thresh. Yeah, there's a lot of games I want to play that I just don't have time to. Well, I have time to. It's just that if I'm playing a game, I feel like I should be streaming it. And then that cuts into gaming. Like, I was playing this off stream, and then I was like, why am I doing that? Thing about being disease-ridden already is they can't hit me with diseases. But how you been, man?
You're welcome in
This here's Dyden Hill Village.
So you're working on work stuff, that's good, right?
Out of there alive. We felt the earth shake and when you hadn't returned. But no matter. Our town is forever in your debt. Please, take this. It's not much after all you've done, but we would like you to have it.
That's good, that's good.
Until later, then.
I don't feel like stealing items.
Astrid needs that medicine.
Anything exciting? Are you gonna be like a neurosurgeon or something?
Can I help you? If you ask me, there's one clear cause of this plague, and it's sitting right across the lake. I mean that Fate Weaver. Tinder Twig, which is easiest found in Ironhold Passage, and Scarwood Bark, which is found near the ruins in northern Glendara Wood. Ah, fine specimens too. Have this for your trouble.
I don't like Gather Quest. It's boring. Oh, wrong button.
Can I help you?
No, you can leave me alone before I cut your head off. Jeez. That's unfortunate. I mean, maybe if it's later, I can actually start catching them again. But hopefully you won't have to change too much. Seems like you've gotten a good following going. What's this quest? Here, huh? You'll be fine.
It is you. I never dared hope that this day would come. Once you start to believe in the fantasy, the reality
Like I said, you have a
too
very
unbearable
good
to return
community, and they'll
to.
follow
Counting
you.
has returned to me, and you have made it so. You
And
have
if you're
done the
less stressed,
impossible,
that means you're
and
probably
for
going to have
that,
more fun
I
on
owe you
stream.
more than this meager
So,
reward.
it's a win-win.
I can see a future now, where before there was only the harsh cold of a long winter. Now there is the warmth of spring. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
He didn't want to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you that, so... Alright, where am I going? I'm gonna go south. Yeah, I mean, he was doing it for a good, quote-unquote, good reason, so... I did get it. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, wait. What? Nice, nice. I need to look into it myself, too. See what the offerings are. You said they had them somewhere, right? I think somebody did. Might either you or Jay. Nice. That would be awesome. Alright, I'm headed north again. How am I headed north again? Does it look like we're gonna have a full party? Because that would be pretty rad. Do you have to get to a certain point in the game before you can start playing with other people? I assume there's like a bit of bobbing and weaving before you can just jump in and play with other people.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Ah, okay. Something is attempting to attack me. I must want to die. I didn't know if it was like you have to complete the first 3 chapters and the tutorial before you can do anything. Guess I gotta come down here and this takes me south. Yeah, because there it is. Yeah, looks like it's right here. Fair. I forgot I had the daggers on and not the phase blades. I know Jay was saying he's probably gonna go like rogue or something like that, something stealthy. Well, it sounds like we're gonna have a diverse team. Like, the right components, anyway. mind if I do. Yeah. Well, I plan on doing like a build for our group and then a single player build for when people don't want to play. Yeah. Maybe a couple different solo builds for just jumping in online with other people. That and just to toy around with it.
On the third year of passage, Tyrion entered Dalantarth. In dark wood and fany field she strode, until from wandering she was taken to the roots of mighty Velagru's child. So laden with Lyria's song, a greater magic known to none, she communed with nature's spirit, but the lyric she sought was not found. So to the plains of Erethel travelled the Lyria-guided Tyrion. Wind chased her swarthy cloak and tresses, masked her against the moonlit plains. That ebon evening tide, that coloured shade that so long ago marked us, Tyrion marched against the celestial expanse. Beneath the diamonded sky she found her rest.
Been watching a lot of Critical Role. That's like also gotten me hyped. You are going to be annoyed with me because I'll be playing in character more than likely. Yeah, Pathfinder looks dope. Like, if I would have known about that game, I probably would have played it. I also wanted to play this. I knew it was coming out. So I loved this game when it was out on Xbox. Ah! Why does their attack stagger me that much? Gee. Nice. Well, I got my eyes set on Final Fantasy 16 for next year. Ooh, buddy. Come here. Yeah. Like I said, I'm glad I finally got a computer that can play most of them.
Finally. We found the last person we need after all. I'm Helig Cross. I'm leading an expedition to the land south of Dalantarth, the Teeth of Narrows, and we could
Still don't
use
know if I
another
want to pick up
strong back.
Cyberpunk or not.
Few facts. The only record of a successful journey there was by an Alamein missionary named Denric.
Because of the time it
Returned half
comes out,
dead and maddened to
probably
hell.
not.
He
So I'll be
claimed
in
the southern
Baldur's
land
Gate
as home to a
and
miraculous
Assassin's
city,
Creed at that
wrought
point.
of gold and trimmed with silver. Even said it floated above the earth, if you can believe it. It's hard country, Damn impossible to find a pass in the mountains, but if I'm right, this cavern will take us under them. Because Denric wrote of more than wealth. Tales of giant men, tall as houses, that slaughter any who approach. It took weeks even to convince Cash and Sverri to join me. With a fourth, we can take a bigger haul without sharing too much of it. Denric was crazed, but I don't hold him a liar. I can overlook some bogeyman's tales if there's riches to be had. Can you? Then we only need to begin.
I mean, I like riches.
I've seen to all the logistics and all the preparations for
I
the
am
journey.
carrying like
Meet us in the
200k
southern
gold on
passage.
me right now.
Let's try to cover as much ground as we can. It's the cave next to camp. I heard rumors that it was filled with artifacts that none had ever seen before. Strange carvings and huge works of stone. I don't know how dangerous it is, but I advise against being too carefree inside. We should go in as a group. Stay close.
What is it?
Alright, let's go cave diving.
The time of deliverance is almost nigh. The teeth of Naurus have gone untamed since the rocks were young, since the wind was but a child. And now, my chosen people stand on the precipice of taming this land, or succumbing to it. I thought once that none could change the stars of this world. But at last, one has come who can. Come, thou faithless one, I beckon thee.
Ooh. Let's go. Some big eggs. Giant spider. Giant spider doesn't feel threatening at all.
What is it?
Let me guess. Both of these people die because they dummies. Or all three of these people die.
What the hell is that thing?
Yes.
This body appears to resemble stone, but on closer inspection, it's flesh and blood. It appears to have died in so violent manner. The trappings on it are of an unknown make.
This... what is it? It looks like it's made of stone. But this stain... this is blood. This thing is flesh! I'm not going to stick around and find out what killed this thing. This whole damn place is cursed.
Can I kill him?
Damn craven. Don't know what Cash was getting so worked up for. Just a statue somebody toppled over and got all bloody. Let the mage run to his mother. We don't need him. We don't even know if it was a corpse. Could have been a statue that an Etten decorated with some entrails or something. I can't believe that craven mage.
Look, y'all wanted to come down here for treasure, but you're not, like, looking for it. You're just, like, running past everything.
Wait a moment. I don't like the look of this hallway up ahead. This is Sverri's area of expertise. Let her take the lead here. What was that? First the mage turns coward, then Sverri dies doing the one thing she's supposed to be suited for. Is this some sort of joke? What's next? Are you going to reveal you're really just a kobold with a bad case of mange? Clearly, I should be more thorough when recruiting my expeditions. Fine, let's just keep moving. We'll manage on our own from here. We keep going. Cash proved to be useless, and Sverri's not helping anyone anymore. Looks like it was always up to us. With just two of us, we'll have to try and manage as best we can. It won't be easy, but I thought something like this could happen.
You gonna turn on me and try to kill me? Oh, I can loot her body? Sweet. Ooh, new enemies. Finally.
What in the hell were those things? I've never seen anything like them. I heard of the dangers of the southern land, but are the gods themselves conspiring against us?
I don't know what you want me to tell you, but we're in a dungeon. There's a lot of ancient stuff down here. Ooh, that one's an alpha? What does that mean? Luckily, I'm like way over level for this.
Hold on a moment. One of those damn beasts hit me worse than I thought. I think I need to rest for a while. Here, I'm going to wait here.
Oh, you...
Scout the passage
dumb.
ahead, and see if you can find a place to make camp. Will you stop fussing over me? It's not doing either of us any good for you to stay here. We need to find some place to make camp. I'll take it, but I'll wait until I really need to use it. Be a shame to waste the thing, wouldn't it? Now get going. I need to rest. Discover what you can, and come back to me. Go. You need to find safety for us.
This is one of those he's secretly not hurt. I'm gonna find everything and try to leave, and he's gonna try to kill me. Well, that's not good. Curious. Oh wow. Thanks, game. Put me right on top of it. I don't trust it.
And so, after centuries, it has come to pass. The cipher has reached thy hands, Beckett. At last, my work can be completed. One who watched and waited for decades and centuries and eons, and all for this day when thou wouldst come before me. I have read the fates of this world to find thee, unfated one. Much rests on your shoulders, but I have one more burden to lay upon thy brow. Since the inception of my labors, I have always known that their fulfillment would require fate to be unbound. Such is the paradox of faith. The tapestry of fate offers no allowance for such events. Only an unfated being could complete the work I had started. So I waited, in despair and hope. And then thou came to pass. I needed thy nature, and it was created, though I had no hand in it. I see that as fate, in a way. To continue thy path through the tapestry of fate, and perpetuate its sundering, I will open the way to the teeth of Naros. Seek the Primos, and thy duty will be made clear in time. Go now with my blessing. Go now with my purpose. For thou art beckoned. That which was ordained must be undone.
You accept the challenge of mysterious voice to bear this strange artifact into hostile land and realize her will by changing the course of fate. Really? Nothing? Seems kind of an odd space. That rock, I just noticed all these rocks are floating. Spooky. Yeah, we'll pursue this quest.
First we have an army of Jotun at our gates, and now this. I don't know you, little one, but you'll find no quarter here. This is still Colossi-held territory for the moment. State your intent. You barge into these lands, and yet you do not know who holds them? I am. My people are Colossi. For years we have held these lands as the hallowed grounds of our gods. We are stone and flesh, sword and faith. Everything does harm in these lands. I do not know you, so why should I take you at your word? Furthermore, none have come from those caverns since they were sealed, save you. How is it you came here? Strange entity. A curious riddle, but one that must be solved later. It seems the Jotun have rallied their strength. Steel yourself. Was well fought, little friend. You have a strength in your arms that belies their lack of girth. Perhaps you are not the interloper I believed you to be. You claim to have been summoned, but for what purpose? What strange forces brought you here? You speak of the Holy King of my people, and that artifact you bear. Could it be the cipher? Your mission is twice damned already. The Primos is a recluse. But more immediate than that is the Jotun horde. Idylla is sealed off as long as they continue plaguing my people.
Then they die.
Yes, hiding away in his high tower and pining for gods that will never listen to him. The Primos is the highest office among the Colossi, reserved for the one that leads my people in politics and prayer. At least that is how things should be. But Anakatos, the latest to have this authority, has not lived up to his duties. Our people are stranded in a wild land, in a time of our greatest doubt, and he locks himself away from us. Our ruler leaves us leaderless. The Jotun are led by Karunk, a warlord that reigns over his horde from his ramshackle tower. One of my scouts, Remy's, watches them now. He can offer you advice on fighting the warlord, and if you can kill Karunk, I will lead you to the Primos myself.
The quickest way to end their threat would be to kill their war chief, Karank. With his death, the others will be brought to heel. Bring word to the city. They will need to know about the Jotun and this new interloper.
Look, don't call me an interloper. Just because I'm better at your job than you. I got a bunch of stuff I can mix together. Herb. Herb. Do I want to become famous? Wow. How about rock? How about something like that? This, and this. This. Ice, health, fire, extraction, damage, blood, armor, power, luck, magic, mana, physical, poison. Oh, I have to use my Yasha's breath. Burp. New daggers. Or worse. Well, poo on your face. That's the right daggers. Oh, I already have a pair. Nope. Don't need any of this. Neat. Is there anything else here? Alchemy bench. Let's go do the thing. Do the hero stuff. They can't do it themselves. Where am I going? champion appeared and died. What happens when you challenge a mortal? Die. What do we got up here? Some rolls? Just let's take this road right here. Look, I was coming up here to be all peaceful and everything. And then you want to go and attack me. You know what happens when you attack me? You die. So we got +1. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. On the road again. Can't wait to get on the road again. Looks like we're going into a dungeon. Or are we just scouting out of camp? Oop. We're just talking to this guy here.
Ah! What a horrid little thing you are. Are you some kind of Jotun runt? Explain yourself quickly. The last thing I want is to give away my position. That much I was aware of, and I knew Sikandra would send someone. But you? A sign of the times, to be sure, but if you're to do the deed, then I have information that you will need. Karunk is truly powerful, but no more so than his brethren. It is not his strength that's troubling. It is fortitude. 2 kobolds he keeps with him work some strange magics that heal his wounds and help him resist injury. Kill them, and the fight is yours. Using Primal Magic would certainly help as well. Strange thing, aren't you? Primal Magic is a magic imbued upon weapons and gems. Only armament can channel it. The magic does some damage on its own, but its true strength is its ability to augment other magics you cast on your foe to a devastating degree. Take this weapon, use it to inflict primal magic on a foe, and let loose your spells. Even a Jotun warlord could not withstand such an onslaught. It is an older form of magic, one that does little damage on its own, but can wreak havoc when combined with elemental spells. Using weapons infused with primal magic, you can increase your foe's magical sensitivity. Even a troll's hide will have its resistances sapped. Imagine loosing your most damaging spells with no resistances. Few would survive such an onslaught. Very well.
I mean, it's probably what I have now. Oh, it's actual primal damage. Interesting. Well, we're not using it. I don't want to sound too cocky, but I'm pretty sure this will be fine. Yay, we did it! And away we go! That's right, dagger suck. I think I'll get a sneak attack on these. Shocking. Alright, these ones I can get a sneak attack on. At least one of them. I timed that pretty well. Hello, my darling. Hello, my sweetheart. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not that I use a shield much. Might be able to get this dog. Paralyzing them with that, but oh well, it's fine. We don't need to. We are way over level for this area. He's the boss of this area and he's doing nothing to us. Have fun, chat. One didn't drop anything. Rude. Rude. Just so these guys don't have to feel sad, I'm just gonna come over here and murder them real quick. Some reason I lag, or I had a bit of lag spike there and didn't get my attack in. That's all good. This guy is tickled a little bit. Boo. I can't like drop stuff. I guess I could. Oh, that's how you destroy it. Can also do it like that. Hey man, did you see me kill the thing?
I had heard. From Remy's, I received word that one such as you entered Karunk's tower with no trepidation, no anxiety. Do I even have to ask? Does the war chief still draw breath?
Does still draw breath? Then you better answer that yourself.
It was said the gods would call their champion. And here you are, bearing the cipher, seeking the Primos. You seem to know your way around short blades. Take mine, as a sign of thanks for ridding these lands of the warlord. May they serve you well. Now my forces can put the rest of the Jotun to the spear beckoned. Before this day, I thought it was just a myth, a lie my people told ourselves to make our sins more bearable. The beckoned is a deliverer. The beckoned speaks for the gods. The beckoned is their messenger, their conduit. What is the beckoned? One who carries the cipher, the icon of the gods. One who faces the troubles of my people without hesitancy. The beckoned is you. With their leader dead, they will likely keep to themselves and lose the will to harry my people as they have. I will wager that they won't suffer incursions into their camp, for good or ill. But still they have caused my people suffering. Shall we wait and allow them to inevitably rise again? This is our best opportunity to finish them. I owe you much for killing Karunk beckoned, so I will do as you say. I only hope you do not reap bitter fruit from your generosity. Now I will take you to the henge, and then to the Primos, as I promised.
The Great Hinge?
An artifact my people made. With the city in the sky, we knew we needed a way to travel from the teeth and back. The energies it focuses are the same as those that keep the city aloft. They can levitate people and objects safely. Be cautious in these lands.
These daggers are not better. Look, why are you going to give me some crappy daggers? Ooh.
You did it. Come, beckoned.
I'm coming, I'm coming. There's treasure to be found, though.
Here, beckoned. This artifact you see before us is a henge. We use it to transport to the city. It may be uncomfortable at first. I still recall retching after my first journey with it. But it is the only way into the city. Be cautious in these lands.
Beam me up. Ugh. What do we got over here? That's max level. No.
And here you have it. Idylla, our great failing. Now let us go to Anakatos. He may hide from our people's needs, but he will not refuse a visitor sent from Athene. The gods choose the Primos to lead we Colossi, and to enact their will. Of the gods, we are the favored of Athene, the goddess of wisdom. Or we were. Athene's once common words have been quiet for some time. The Primos has prayed in isolation for years, but she does not answer. Very well. Mind your step here, beckoned. I wouldn't want the Colossi's failure to claim any more lives than it already has. It is not here by choice. Or our choice, anyways. Such questions would be better suited for the Primos. Suffice it to say that this was made in anticipation of something that never occurred. Farewell.
Rude.
Beyond these stairs is the sanctuary of the Primos, the leader of the Colossi people in the teeth of Naros. I must warn you, Onikotos has not left these quarters in years. He vowed to never cease his prayers until the gods answered them, and his people have languished for it. But I think his answer has finally arrived. Speak to him, beckoned. His people have need of him. After years in his sanctum, I doubt he is the Primos I once knew. But though we all languish in the god's absence, none suffer as he does. He will likely see you as the answer to his prayers. Be cautious in these lands.
Is there anything I can...
Oh, that's cool. I see your butt.
And though the path be fraught with tribulation, know that it leads to the land of our greatness, and that we walk it with you. Such were the words the gods spoke to the progenitor of my race when they sought to guide us from our base origins into a fruition of potential. The words have been in my heart every day of my reign, but now they are embodied. Welcome, beckoned. At last, this city will be complete. Because we are all of us, my whole people, incomplete. Because we are not worthy enough, not deserving enough to see such wonders of the gods. And I thought that failure was a finality. I have prayed to the gods in seclusion in hopes of an answer, but they were as quiet as the silent choir. Now the beckoned is come. With you, the gods can bear witness to us atoning for our inadequacies. We must start at once, beginning with the Wreath of Absolution. Something no Primos would ever wish to wear. They are only made in times of great need, when we must prove to the gods our devotion. The Wreath of Absolution can only be created from the hands guided by Athene. I must ask you to assemble it. First, a golden prayer circlet is needed to serve as its base. The art of crafting one is all but lost to us, but I require one all the same. The last Primos to wear a Wreath of Absolution, Arches, is buried with one such circlet. Sakandra led you to me, did she not? Then she will lead you to the circlet. It lies in his crypt, in the darkest pits beneath the city. They are old halls, and they have fallen into disuse. I understand there might be trepidations in taking such an artifact from my predecessor's crypt, but I assure you, it is ordained. The times we have arrived at are desperate, and when the heavens show their intent, one cannot stand too much on ceremony. Come, beckoned.
You return. Well, the Primos has not graced the ears of his subjects in ages. What has he said to you? The Circlet of Arcase. And Anakatos expects me to lead you to it? Has his reclusion left him senseless? Has he forgotten his history as well as his people? Very well. As I cannot refuse the Primos, I will meet you in the crypts in the undersewers of the city. Let us deal with this as quickly as possible. We can find it in the crypts beneath the city's sewers.
It doesn't
They are
sound
old
like it's going to go well.
structures, forgotten as the city was built above them. Be cautious in these lands.
Go ahead and take them all as I come across them. I'll check them off.
Yes.
Um, I wasn't crouching anymore. rest, yeah. Destroy all. Yes. Yes. These thingies, huh?
Be cautious. Keep close. There are worse things than marauders in these lower tunnels. They have lurked these walls for decades, raised along with the city years ago.
Yeah, well, they're all dead now.
There. That is the artifact you seek. The Circlet of Arcades. By taking it, Arcade's grave becomes an empty tomb. Let us depart. Onakatos has had his fun with me, and there is nothing left to plunder. It is nothing I can share with you, Beckoned. It is not worth your time. I always thought that were I to come to Arcace's crypt, it would be because of the work of gods alone. And here I am, by the will of none but Onakatos, flesh and blood. I cannot! I will not! Even after all these years, he has not forgotten his brand of viciousness. He knows I must obey his command. I apologize for my outbursts. However, it can be hard to let convictions go. But we must. We must. Take the circlet back to Anakatos. He is most likely waiting for you. Farewell.
Well, you're already dead, so I would say you're wrong. I really need to find a merchant. All on my way. What's this? It's the purple though. I'll make a little bit of room. Hidden door, you say? I like hidden doors. Oh, how did I miss that? Band of good riddance. Where am I? Yeah.
What are you? You are... Oh, not! You're my size! My size! This can't be! Ah, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that lichen earlier. Cave slime never agrees with me. What? You mean you walk these halls and know nothing of their lord and holder? I am the king of this undersewer, protector of this whole expanse. Divine providence. Once I wandered the lands below, living in caverns, in a base attempt for subsistence. But then the earth was left below me, and I was raised into a city in the sky. Your mistake. If that's supposed to be groveling, then you need to brush up on your etiquette. But I suppose I can allow such insolence to be humored for this one time. I haven't had much in the way of company out here. Oh, you're welcome to some of the cave slime, if you're hungry. There's plenty for everyone. Be gone!
Oh, righty then. Ah. Yep. Boo. What does this do? That's not good. Yep. It's pretty lame for a hidden door.
We thought the gods had brought us here to show their compassion. But all we have known are tragedies.
Ah, a merchant.
The Beckoned! I have potions to offer you, Beckoned. A great many potions.
Oops. Got a lot of stuff to make weapons. Oh.
I have potions for every need. I can help. Return to me if your equipment requires repair. Farewell.
Welcome to the Idylla Market, Beckoned. Can I interest you in a freshly honed weapon?
Maybe. Ooh, these are actually really expensive. How are they worth? $105. 45.27. Yeah.
I hope you enjoy our fair city.
I got some sweet fate blades now.
You bear the circlet of Arcase. Then the wreath is almost complete. The foundation is gold with runes of prayer, as I said. Now, it must be woven with blood and toil. The colossi furnish the foundation and nature furnishes the trappings. The laurels of the wreath are not crafted, but earned. We seek Teryx veins. Once they are ours, once the wreath is complete, the ritual of atonement can begin. I take it you have encountered a Teryx before. Likely the mongrel, carrion-eating scavengers that plague us. They are a common foe. We seek the veins of the Alpha Teryx. They are fierce and proud, all that is wild and savage in nature. To prove to the gods the righteousness of our faith, then we must conquer a mighty foe. They will serve.
But they're not a mighty foe.
The gods sent you to bear witness to our atonement. To do that, we must complete the Wreath of Absolution. The wreath is made from the large feathers, the veins of the Teryx Alphas. They live in Eries to the south. We are so close.
Alright, so I'm going to cut the stream there. We are going to go bird hunting next time. Thank you! Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.